It's been a while since I was this excited about a Nike performance lifestyle hybrid sneaker. And yet here we are with the Ava Rover, a brand new model from Nike, which we're going to be checking out today. What's up guys, my name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much again for checking out this video. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. We have a podcast here, we do short videos. Again, thank you so much for finding me on the sneaker internet. I really do appreciate it. The sneaker internet is well and alive over here in Australia, and we are going to be talking about the latest model in the almost hybrid performance lifestyle range from Nike, with this latest model in a few different colorways. But I picked up this off-white and peach colorway, which looked really good based on some of the photography that I'd seen, based on some of the other reviews that I'd seen, and I really just loved the way that it kind of looked, that pixelized style on the side. That kind of gives you a bit of an overall view, but in this video we are going to check out some of the finer details of the shoe. We're going to check out the box, we're going to check out some of the comfort, talk about the size, and hopefully inform your decision on whether or not you're going to buy this shoe. So stick around. So let's start off a little bit with what Nike's doing in the performance running and lifestyle scene. The Pegasus Premium was probably the flagship in that Nike running lifestyle model, which we saw earlier this year in a bunch of different colorways to mass critical acclaim. I have not yet tried that sneaker out. I definitely want to. I just kind of missed the boat with all the other retros, the Jordans, the New Balances that were coming out at the time, and I just kind of missed it. So I thought I would kind of make up for lost time and grab this sneaker to try and review for you guys. So this shoe is going for $200 Australian, which is roughly about $130 US, maybe a little bit less if you try and find it on sale. So definitely very budget friendly, and especially in this economy where your Jordan sneakers are going for $280, your premium New Balance made in USA is going for the $300 range. This is a kind of nice refreshing take where you're getting premium materials, great React X foam on the outsole for a pretty decent price, to be honest. We'll get to the sizing and the comfort in a moment, but overall with the materials, let's start from the bottom. You have this rubber traction pattern in a really cool kind of pixelized square pattern, as you can kind of see right here. You have some little indents which create a variable traction pattern, which is obviously going to help with any sort of outdoor running. I definitely wouldn't recommend these for like a trail running scenario or even a lot of outdoor use. It's probably more for your casual outdoor use and inner city walking, but that rubber traction pattern there does lead up to the React X foam, which I spoke about before. It does have these really cool, almost pixelized indentations along the side, purely for aesthetic reasons. I don't think that they actually do anything at all in terms of performance. And that square pixelized style continues onto the upper with this rubber overlay, which I think would probably help with some sort of protection from water or mud or any sort of dirt that's trying to get up, because this is definitely not a waterproof sneaker. So you're getting a little bit of extra protection. As I said before, it's kind of that hybrid between a city sneaker and an outdoor sneaker. It's kind of in the middle. You do have some minimal branding on the shoe. You have a black embroidered tick on the side here, and also right up at the top of the lace holes on the medial side. There's also some embroidered hits around the lace loops, and the actual lace loops are actually hidden underneath the outside of the shoe. As you can see, you have this orange piece on the inside, which allows you to keep the laces pretty well covered and creates a very kind of clean aesthetic, which overall I think works really well with this silhouette. The top layer on the shoe is a very thin nylon material. I would say it's kind of like a windbreaker, although it is still somewhat breathable. It's definitely very soft. As you kind of see, I can squish it basically all the way down. There's really not much structural integrity up to the top of the shoe. However, there is some really nice padding around the tongue. As you can see, it has this forked split style of tongue. And I know that sometimes with runners or lifestyle shoes, tongues can get a little bit annoying. Thinking, you know, mainly of like basketball sneakers, tongues can kind of get very hard. Whereas this one, they've kind of gone the other way and made it really soft and cushioned. There's also a lot of cushioning around the back heel tab as well, where you can also see this orange pull tab and a little bit of a reflective strip on the back here. The insole does feel very premium, very nice, kind of elevated from what you would usually get, which is pretty cool. There's minimal cushioning on the inside of the shoe, however, around the toe box. I have a pretty normal size. I have a size 9 US foot, which is a 42.5 euro, and I fit this one very snugly. So it kind of has that one-to-one sock-like feel. And if you have a very wide foot, I would probably recommend going up half a size, or even if you want a little bit of a looser fit, maybe go up half a size, because these definitely do fit you snug. However, in saying that, it is not uncomfortable because of the thin nature of this upper. Your toes kind of press up against it and move the upper into a way that it kind of molds into your foot. The packaging that it does come with is a pretty standard brown Nike box. You're really not getting anything special here. But again, for the price, I'm really not expecting a huge amount with the extras. You get some different kind of packaging paper, but I guess that really doesn't matter a huge amount because in the end, you're pretty much just going to be wearing the shoes. So what does it matter that the box or the packaging paper is pretty normal? One con con that I definitely can see with this shoe and that I felt was that I did feel a little bit of heel slippage. So as you can see, it really doesn't wrap around your ankle very much at all. It's actually very low riding, which is good if you like that sort of feel. But for me, the heel was slipping out just a little bit too much for my liking, no matter how much I tightened the upper of the laces. So just keep that in mind, that the ankle opening here is very wide. But hey, if you have big ankles and that is uncomfortable for you sometimes on some shoes, you feel that some shoes are too small, this might be the shoe for you because it is definitely wider than your usual running or lifestyle shoe. But overall, I think that this shoe, which was kind of debuted with a collaboration with a Korean brand, I'm really not going to try and say the name. It's this name here because my Korean is terrible. But they debuted it in almost like this gray slate kind of black colorway. And subsequently, there has been a bunch of different colorways. There's been a yellow one, there's been this peach off-white one, a black and off-white one, a totally black one. So there's a lot of different variety, and I feel that there's going to be a ton more colorways and lots of different color combinations coming along with this shoe. Another con is that it's not exactly squishy underfoot. It looks a lot like the Yeezy 700, and I was kind of expecting it to have that cushy, soft, cloud-like feel that you got with that Yeezy shoe. It's definitely not that. It's much more hard. It's not uncomfortable by any means, but it's definitely not a cushy, Adidas Adi Zero, New Balance Fresh Foam, or even the premium Zoom X foam from Nike. But that's kind of to be expected with the price. So take it or leave it. It's still very comfortable in my opinion. Overall, a very, very nice sneaker. Very good for summer, very breathable, very light. Great for someone who kind of wants to try something a little bit different and maybe stand out a little bit, because it is a very striking and nice looking shoe. The aesthetic of it is something that I'm a huge fan of. Thank you so much again to everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, who's watched the videos over the last couple of weeks. Been putting out a ton of content because I've really been loving doing the shoe reviews. We got the undefeated 4s in the other day, which is super awesome. Thank you so much to everybody for watching that video. It's just been such a great year in sneakers, and I'm so excited to continue on and see where the end of the year takes us. The top 10 list is going to be insane. I cannot believe how good it is going to be. So again, thank you so much to everybody for watching. Have a good day.